All right, what's up, boomers? This is, I think this, Rick, would you say this could be like a boomer radio, another boomer radio segment?
Yeah, like a community special community radio show kind of thing.
Yeah, yep, yeah. So welcome to Boomers on Boomer Radio. Uh, we're sitting with Rick Grimes, who has been a holder. I think you bought in like you're one of the first few within the first few hours, right?
Yeah, so right after the rug, I saw it, and so I got in fairly early, but it was after the rug, right, kind of as the community takeover was happening.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. Okay. And are you part of the team right now too?
Nope, I'm not an official member of the team. I'm pretty active. I would say I'm one of the more active community members,
Awesome.
but I'm not an official member of the team. I'm just pretty passionate about the success of BoomerCoin.
Okay. And just to kind of segue into your background, I mean, if one of us broke our leg or something, we come to you. Is that right?
Yeah, so I am a doctor.
Okay.
Um, I'm not an orthopedic surgeon, but I am a cancer surgeon.
Wow.
So uh, kind of a different background maybe for this space for a lot of people, but I got into crypto a couple years ago and just really enjoy it.
Awesome. Okay. And just to touch on it, I'm just curious about like what made you want to become a doctor? And what was that like that journey?
Yeah, I think it's a couple things. I think that a lot of people have very similar stories that are in medicine. I think part of it is, the old, I just want to help people. And I do enjoy that. Uh, I think there's a competitive nature for a lot of people who become doctors, and um, in school, you just kind of do the next thing that is going to, that you perceive as successful, which is go to college, get good grades, go to medical school,
Yeah.
go to residency, and you just kind of keep going down that pathway of just what's next, what's the next thing I need to do. So I
Yeah.
think that was part of it. I think part of it is um, you may look for a job that's going to give you a good lifestyle and look for something that will provide that, but also give you satisfaction. So there are a lot of jobs that you can make good money on, but I didn't see myself coming home at night and enjoying what I did. And uh, this job is very hard, very stressful. Not everything goes the way you want it to go, but I do know at the end of the day that I make an impact on people's lives. And I think that
Yeah.
me is really rewarding. I feel like I can leave my fingerprint, maybe not on the world, but on individuals. And uh, I think that makes me sleep a little bit better at night with knowing that I'm helping people.
Hmm. Okay. Awesome. Um, a question came up as you were talking about your journey, and I'll just touch on it before we get into Boomer. But like one of the things that seems to pop out is that like crypto's crazy, ups and downs, and right now there's a bit of a dip, and like it's got the team, it's got the community talking. And I bring that up because that's, pretty good allegory for life where you have challenges and working through those challenges, those kind of dips in life, where especially the path to becoming like a specialized surgeon, like you are, I'm sure a lot of like lonely, sleepless, like long nights in the library, a lot of studying. What what for you personally, like what was your mindset or what helped you to keep going through all that, through all those challenges?
Well, I think you have to know where you're going. It doesn't matter where you are if you know where you're going and that the path that you're on will get you there. So, um, you know,
Yeah.
no matter where you are and what we're talking about, whether it's school or work, crypto, or a project, if you know what your vision is and you know what you are working for, um, there will be ups and downs. And I think it's just important to keep your head down and do what you know you're supposed to be doing, and that you can get there. It's I think more and more common nowadays. Now, this is maybe a boomer comment, but it's more and more common nowadays to kind of give up on things and switch to the next new thing. And that's probably a function of kind of our current intake of media. But um, if you are really committed to something, I think uh, there's no better way than to just continue to drive. And I think that's even more unique nowadays because things are getting harder and harder for people to get to where they want to go. And so it can be defeating. And I think as
Mhm.
long as you're committed and willing to put the work in and ride through the hard times, you'll get to where you want to go. It just may not be a straight path. It may be a circuitous path to where you're
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. And I think that's like to kind of connect what you're saying to because medical school in my mind is there's a very like you said, the path is clear. You know, if you do this work, you get this result. Translating that to something like crypto and a boomer coin, um, how do you translate that for something that's a lot more ambiguous for you personally?
Yeah, so I think there's a couple things there. First, not financial advice. I own a ton of Boomer. This is just my personal
Oh yeah.
reasons as to why I have invested in Boomer and become active in the community. But I also buy a lot of other coins, and I can't tell you how many coins that I've bought that have gone to zero or been a honeypot or been a rug. And so I think sometimes getting out of your own way and stop feeling the need to buy the latest pump when really all you're providing is exit liquidity for somebody
Yeah.
is important. And so with Boomer, it's an established community. It's very transparent. The team is doxed. They're very open about their vision. And so I think that's one component is finding a safe haven, kind of a lighthouse in the storm. Two, um, I don't connect with buying something called dog with hat. I can't.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
I don't see why that's important. But part of how I found Boomer Coin was just literally on live pairs and on Deck Screener, and the name is so recognizable. We talk about boomers in real life all the time, and either at a joke or whether it's blaming the current economic situation on boomers or just whatever it may be, boomers come up all the time. And I was really surprised that we haven't seen that yet. And so um, the narrative of onboarding people that aren't into crypto and more specifically onto base, I think was ignited with Normie. Um, and I think Boomer kind of catches on that in that
Hmm.
really as crypto becomes more mainstream, we're going to see more and more people asking about joining the crypto space and particularly maybe base chain, because I think part of the thesis is that base chain is going to be much, much bigger and that Coinbase is going to facilitate that adoption. And then, as
Mm.
you and I had talked about previously, boomers can be 70-year-olds, but for the crypto space, I'm kind of a crypto boomer. I'm
Yeah.
in my 30s and I'm not the typical 22-year-old in crypto. I've been here for now this is my second bull run, and I think we're going to see more and more of people in crypto that are kind of that mid 30s kind of boomer crypto degen who has kind of weathered the storm before, a little bit older, has a family, and kind of get into that space.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. That's really cool. And it's it's interesting to hear you talk about your interest in boomer because I I fall in the same boat. 30s, mid 30s, have weathered a few storms in crypto, outside of crypto, and connecting with that meme, the boomer meme. I'm completely on the same page. Um, Sweet. That all that sounds amazing. And I'm curious. Like you said, you're kind of you're very active. You're a big holder. You're convicted. Um, what are some things that stand out? What are some things that helped you feel that? And along with that, like your vision of Boomer into the future, like what it and I mean unhinged, your personal take.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's multiple things. Rarely is there just one thing that can make you this convicted.
Yeah.
I think first it's the team, that they doxed themselves and we know who they are, which is super unique for a project like this. It makes you feel a little bit safer. It also provides a personal connection that you're talking to a real person and not somebody, some anonymous dev who could be one person, could be a team, but it makes them more real world. And then
Mm,
diving into that, we have some guys as a part of the team who, and again, it's a community takeover team. It's not like these guys are paid for this. It's just they're doing it because they believe in it. But we have guys that have been in crypto for a long time and know what they're doing. We also have Pete, who's been very open about being a marketing tech executive in San Francisco and really knows kind of the marketing for major companies and his experience if this thing is to take off could really be something unique and beneficial that no other meme coin has had before. um, I think it's also the opportunity to really guide a project. So I don't know that I've ever been a part of a project where you can hop into the chat and provide a
yeah.
suggestion, and then it really becomes implemented. So I think the ability to impact a project here provides so much compounding conviction and engagement and willingness to participate in the chat and be a part of the community.
Mm. Yeah, I think that what you said about, especially about providing a suggestion or having an impact on it. I mean, it literally is a community takeover where somebody sees something, they can just do it. They can create a coin, they can create designs, memes, and really learn a lot about this space because there's a lot of smart people. There's a lot of really cool, good, caring, smart people in our group,
Yeah,
in this
for sure.
community. Sweet. I think that's all the questions I have. That was phenomenal. Do you have anything you want to say other than pump boomer?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the last thing that I would say is part of the reason I really like Boomer Coin is I wanted exposure to base chain because I think base chain um, is becoming a bigger component of Coinbase's revenue. And I don't think it's much of a secret that Coinbase is going to do whatever it can to promote base chain. And whether or not that's preferentially listing base chain projects on Coinbase brokerage app or implementation of the Coinbase wallet into the Coinbase brokerage app so that people can trade base chain projects through their wallet, though seamlessly integrated into the app. I don't know how they plan to do that, but I knew that base chain in its infancy right now is going to be much, much bigger. And so part of that was getting exposure to projects that are safe and are going to have long-term staying power and then are going to resonate with the people that will be utilizing that integration in whether it be 1 month or 8 months. But that's going to be people who are new to crypto. And I think the Boomer coin name is going to resonate with them. And so
Yeah.
rather than buying all these new things that pop up that may or may not even be here in a month, and I don't know if my money is truly in good hands. With Boomer, I feel like I'm well positioned for what I think is going to happen over the next 6 to 12 months.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Um, Great. So it sounds like you see Boomer as a long-term 6 to 12 month hold,
For sure.
possibly longer. Yeah.
Yeah,
For you personally.
I see no reason to sell anytime soon. Plan on holding throughout the whole bull market. And, I think um, this is a coin that exposes me to base chain. And
Yeah.
I think the bull run here is going to be incredible. And I want to see what happens with this holding. And so, in addition to, being an active part of the community member and wanting to stay a part of that community, I'm here for the long haul. And I think that's what's really unique about a lot of the people
Yeah.
we've met in the community is, we plan on holding and we don't plan on selling, which is essentially taking supply out of the liquidity pool and going to help rocket our market cap, in my opinion, through this cycle. So very excited. No plans on selling. I'm very eager to see what happens.
Awesome. I love that you said that the kind of long-term vision, if there's nothing else that, I mean, well, there's actually like dozens of things all of us share, like interest in the boomer meme and how we got into it, experiencing the rug pull, wanting to be involved. But that long-term vision, that's something that really stands out from everyone there, regardless of what our opinion is or like how we're influencing how much people are involved. The people who are committed are like committed for this for a long time, which is cool to see.
Yeah, and I think that we have more vision than a lot of other meme coins might have.
Yeah,
We plan on creating educational videos. We have some coming out this next week. We plan on producing educational, written content for how to investigate contracts. Are they safe? How to get onto base chain. All the things that are going to be important for people coming into the DeFi space, which I think most of us, whether you hold this coin or not, are passionate about the DeFi space, are excited about getting other people involved in DeFi. We all sit there and talk with our friends about crypto, and I think we're excited to have even more people to talk about it. Most crypto people
yeah,
they're just so pumped to talk to somebody else about crypto and DeFi that providing content that will help increase adoption is going to be awesome for the community. It's going to be awesome for Boomer, but I think it's just going to be awesome for people coming into the space.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I like what you said about talking to our friends about it because yeah, I can't shut up about it. I have a few friends who just, every time I see them, they're like, okay, what's the deal with Boomer?
Yep,
What's
yep.
the latest? So sweet. Great. Is there anything else that you wanted to touch on?
No, I'm just looking forward to continuing to be a part of the community and seeing this
Awesome.
thing grow.
Awesome. And just for anybody listening in the community, can they reach out to you? Your DMs are open and just ask your take on this and, ask you your advice on life, stuff like that.
Yeah, sure. Just reach out to me via DM, either on Twitter or a Telegram, or just join the Boomer community chat
Yeah.
because if I'm not available, somebody else is always there. The chat is always busy, and there's always a team member or a community member there willing to help.
Yeah. That's so true. Perfect. Awesome. It's great to connect with another boomer. And yeah, we'll see you all next time on what is this? Boomers on Boomer. Yeah, Boomers on Boomer Radio. Is that what it was? I
I
forgot.
think it's whatever you want it to be, Phoenix.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Yeah, the Boomer way. Yep. All right. Cheers. We'll see you next time.
Awesome. See you, Phoenix. Bye.